A very good morning to Madam. My name is Danny Ching with matrix number 270607. So now I will be presenting about the software testing project for Group 9, and the website that we test is Traveloka. Okay, so before I start the test cases, let me explain something. Okay, so we have implement the test suite and also the test in these test cases. So we can see we have used the suite classes and also the test in each of the test cases. Okay, so then we also use the assert, not assert true. So the method that we use in assert is assert true for every assert. So when the test cases reach this one, and it will check whether it contains this word inside the element, and then if it contains this, then it will print out TA0110 something that, and it's complete. Okay. And next, we also improve the readability of our code. We have add some comment here. We can see here, okay, here also, and here, and all of our code have improved the readability. We can also see for the DEFITRI part. Okay, we have also commented behind. Okay, sorry. Okay, this one. Okay, and then for Yongqikai part, we have named the element with the respectively button, so we didn't comment it at the back, but we already named it depend on the button name, so it is easy to track back also. Okay, so now let me start my test cases. So let me go back to the Traveloka testing. Okay, then I click run. Okay, you can see that now it's running my part. Okay. Okay, and one more thing, we we manage and organize our test cases depend on the tester name. So for this one, under my name have 11 test cases. Okay, under DEFITRI have 11 also, and under Yongqikai have 11 test cases also. And we have named the each method of the test cases using the test code in test ID in front, and also the method name after that afterward. Okay. So let us go back. So the website that we test at is a bit slow, so we need some time to let it loading. Okay, so the first test case that we run is test register without insert password. So this is the test case in 0160. Okay, because I have just tried these test cases just now, so we can use back the verification code. So we can see this is the test cases without insert the password. Okay, so we can see here the test register without insert password is complete. Okay, we can see it's complete without insert the password. Okay, now we can close this one, and now it's performing the second test search activities without with existing item. Okay, so these test cases is also done. You can see test search activity with existing item is complete. Okay, so we can close it. Now is the third test cases. This is the third test case, which is test search activities without existing item. Okay. Now we can see the test search activity without existing item is complete. So we can close this one. Now it is running the next test cases, which is test payment with invalid card. Okay. So for this, we need to click manually because of some security issue. And this one, okay, we will reach here, and then it will show test payment with invalid card is complete. But actually, in our test script, we need to input the card number, the invalid card number. So, however, you can see here it is protected by the payment gateway, so we can use our Eclipse to input the % keys inside the text field. So at here we can perform anymore. We just need to input manually. So I will consider that we have succeeded. So I just close these test cases. Now is test register using the invalid email. Okay, we can see it show invalid email format just now. Okay, so our test case is also succeed. Next is test search activities by attraction. Okay, so this test case is also complete. It shows test search activities by attraction is complete. So we can proceed now. Now it is running the next test case, which is test register using email. Okay, so we have already received the verification code. Submit. Okay, so for this one, I didn't let the, okay, we can see here. Okay, I have highlight the click the done button executor code, because if I click done, then my account will be registered and I can use back the email to try again and again. So I just comment it so that it will not perform the function to click the done here. Okay, and then we can also see here the test register using email is complete. Okay, so like what I said just now, I didn't click the done button here, and I can just proceed. Okay, next is test register without insert the full name. Okay, same. We need to enter the verification code and click submit. Okay, we can see the full name is without is blank, and it will show the error message here. So which means that the test register without insert full name is complete. Okay, we can see it also success here. Have the small tick at the corner here. Okay, now it's implementing the test register using HP. Okay, so now my phone should be accepting the DAC code, and we can see here this one. Okay, this shows that my phone just received the SMS. So I will enter later when the page finished loading. Okay, so the page is finished loading. I just key in and click submit. Okay, so we can see here it already key in all the full name, new password, and retype password. Okay, and it shows that testing register using HP is complete. So now I can just proceed. Okay, next is starting the test search activities by throws. Okay, so we can see also the test case is already complete. Okay, and we can see the green light, green small tick here, and we can just proceed. This means that our test case is already completely done. So now is running the test register using invalid HP. Okay, we can see invalid phone number format here. Okay, so this which means that our test already finished. Okay, and we can see the proof here. Okay, this one has failure because I input the invalid phone number format, which is the error message just now, and the Eclipse is has not enough time to get the message, so it will show the failure. But actually, it is completed the test script already. So I just close it. Okay, now it's running the DEFITRI part, I think. Okay, yes, save things to do without login. Okay, so it will show this error message as we didn't log into our account. Okay, it will show save things to do without login is complete. So I will just close this one. Okay, now it's running the second, which is reset password using invalid email. So let us see what it will happen. Okay, so reset password using invalid email is complete. Okay, you can see here have an error message, which means that this test case is complete. Okay, next is running the reset password using valid email. Okay, now it already sent the email to me. You can check here. Okay, we have now have the reset password notification in my email now. Okay, so I will just input. Okay, so it will show the password that I insert is used before. Okay, which means that it's success because I able to create the reset password. But the password that I key in inside the Eclipse code here has been used before, so I will consider it as successful. Okay, now I will close my test case. Now it's running the next, which is login with invalid password. Okay, you can see the error message here, which means that the login is with invalid password here. Okay, now is the next, which is save things to do. Okay, so for now I need to log in manually, and then I will receive the code also. Okay, so for this test case, we need to log in manually because when we want to save the things to do, we need to log in so that we can enable the feature of save. Okay, we need to give some time. Okay, why we need to give some time is because due to my website, the website that I test is very slow, so I provide it okay, let us go to this one. Okay, so I provide it a 100 second for user to log in. So we need to wait for 100 seconds before it will proceed to the next button. Okay, so we can see now it's already proceed after 100 seconds. Okay, so this asked me if to remove item because I already add before and I didn't cancel it. So actually it's successful when I click the collection, but because when I test before I didn't remove it yet. So for this case, I think it's still considered as successful, although it doesn't run until the final steps. Okay. Okay. So for this test case, I think I will put a star first, and I will run again later to see to prove that it's still successful. Okay. So this one I will just close it. Okay. So let us give the Eclipse to run the next test cases. Okay. So this one we will run again later. Okay. So we can see invalid email address. So which means that this test case is correct because we log in with invalid email. So we can just close it. Okay. Now it's running the login with invalid HP. So let us see. Yes. Okay. So it will show the error message here. Okay. And our test case is success. Now it's running login using Facebook. So we just close it. Okay. So for some of the like login using invalid email or using invalid HP, because the Traveloka is just show the error message here, so we will not able to catch the message inside. So we will not use the assert in this function, but we use another test cases, and we assure that it will exceed at least 20% of the test cases using the assert. Okay, so for now using input using the login using the Facebook, okay, it's actually failed because for some security constraint we can input inside the Facebook text field. So this one we fail to test it, then we just close it. Next is Safe Hotel. So now it's okay. Okay, so for Safe Hotel we need to log in. In process, we need to key in the verification code. Fine. Okay, we can see we log in successful. Now it's loading. Okay, the same process. We also have about 100 seconds to wait for user to log in. Okay, so for the Safe Hotel, it's failed also because sometimes Traveloka will pop up this message and sometimes it will not. So when it will not pop up this message, then it will proceed to the next. But sometimes it will pop up, so that's why we fail. So I will test again later. Okay, so I just close it. Okay, so for login using Google, it also have success. Okay, now is login with valid account. Okay, the same process. Okay, wait, too fast. Okay, the same process, we need to key in also the TAC code manually. Okay, we can see it already logged in. So this test case is success. Okay, so now it's logged out. So for logout, we also have a 100 second for user to log in manually. So we need to log in also again and again. Okay, we have logged in. Okay, so now it shows this one. Okay, and I think we will fail this test case and it will not continue to run because actually if follow our test script, we will click on the edit profile and then they have a button of logout. But sometimes I'm not sure why it will just directly click this button here. Okay, so what I write in my code is it will go into the profile and click the logout button, but sometimes it will do, but sometimes it will not. So this is why the test case is now failure, and I just close it. Now it's booking hotel. So for booking hotel, we no need to log in anymore. We just let it to run. Okay, so we can see the booking hotel is complete. Okay, so now we can just close it. Now is the steps of booking flight. So still loading. Okay, okay, it's too fast. Okay, it will show this one. It means that booking flight is complete. Okay, so our test script was just until here. So it means that the step is complete, and we can show see the green tick here. So we just go down. Next. Okay, so what we running now is booking flight with invalid destination. Okay, so we can see the error message here, and it means that already success. Okay, and we just close this one. Next is remove collection from entire list. So for this one, we need to log in. You can see I have let user 100 seconds for them to log in. So to same process again. Okay, so this test case will be failed also because we didn't have any item inside the collection of holiday for this one. So this one I will also test later again, okay, to prove that actually it can run normally. So for this one, I just cancel it and we will run again later. Okay, so now undo the remove collection. Okay, so this one I think will be fail also because the precondition is there must be an item inside the collection before we run this test case. But I forgot to do it, so it will fail I think, and I will test again after that for the test case that is failed. Okay, so we can see we no item in this collection, and it was failed in for this test case also. Okay, and I will just close it. Now it's running the next test case, which is booking car with invalid email. Okay, so for this booking car with invalid email, okay, so this error happened because it didn't find the element. So I think this is because some element have been changed for the XPath, and we need to update it regularly. So that's why it will fail because it must click on this item. So okay, so now it's failed. So the next now it's running the booking hotel with invalid destination. Okay, okay, it's already finished run. Okay, so you can see the destination is invalid, and then okay, it already completely run. You can see a green tick here, so we can close it now. Okay, now it's running the booking car. Okay, so we can see the booking car is already done. It's already complete. Okay, booking car is complete. You can see the assert message here, and we can just close it. Okay, now is remove from collection. Okay, so same as what I said just now, the remove function, I think it was all failed because we didn't fulfill the precondition of having item inside the collection yet before we run this test case. So I will just close it. Now is booking hotel with invalid price. Okay, so we need to pay attention on here. Yes, we already changed to 20 and it shows this one, because the minimum price is 50. So this is the test case, and we can see it already success. Okay, and then we can close it now. Okay, now let me make a summary. So for all of these test case we have test about not about is exactly 33 test case, and then we can see there are 8 errors and 1 failure. So for the failure is under my responsibility, which is because of this line. Okay, this is because it can get the error message for this assert function because the error message is too fast. Then the safe things to do is okay. For the safe things to do, the error is because uh, this the item that I test just now is already saved inside, so we can click the save things to do and it can detect it. So this one I will test again later. Then for the login using Facebook, we have faced a failure because due to some security constraint, and we can key in uh, the email and also the password. Okay, for Safe Hotel, okay, the Safe Hotel is this one. Okay, this one is because of maybe the item, the XPath of the item is already changed, so we need to regularly update it. And then for logout, okay, for logout, like what I said just now, is sometimes it will perform the another action, but sometimes it will not. So for this test case, sometimes we will succeed and sometimes we will not, we will fail. So that's why for this time we already fail. Okay, so for remove and remove from collection. So three function here is remove from collection, which is linked with the collection. So for the collection here, we fail because we didn't fulfill the precondition of this test case, which need us to save the item into the collection first before we run it. Okay, so for this I will run again later. Okay, and then for booking car with invalid email, okay, we fail because we can choose the first item just now. Okay, I think this because of the XPath has been changed, and we also need to update regularly because when I test yesterday it's still success, but when I test just now it already failed. Okay, and next, okay, so that's all from this conclusion. Okay, so now, okay, so this one we consider it as success. Now we do the, okay, we'll do the remove function first. We remove from collection, and I will run again. Okay, we can see here item successfully removed. So which means that uh, the, the item is already removed, and we can see back the green tick here. Yes. Now we will see remove collection from entire list, which also failed just now. Okay, we run as one unit test. Okay, so we can see item successfully removed. Yes, and then we can see a green tick here. Okay, so now we move to the next, which is booking car with invalid email. So we will go to this one and run as one unit test. Okay, so we can see this message because this email is invalid. So this comply with our test case, and we can see booking car with invalid email is complete. So this is our assert. Okay, and we can see a green tick here. Okay, now we will perform the safe hotel. Okay, so for safe hotel, same run as one JUnit test. Okay, so we can see it already create the holiday and then it's saved to the collection. So it fulfill the test script that we wrote. Okay, now we can see it shows that this have a green tick and is success. Okay, so now it's save things to do, which is the last test case that I retest. Okay, we can run it. Okay, we can see save successfully added to holiday, which means that it already success. and we can see the green tick here. So it means that this test case also success. Okay, so I think that's all for my presentation and from group 9, and the website that I will test is Traveloka. Okay, thank you very much.